And I was feeling attracted to arts, photography, textiles, fashion. With the years, we built our wardrobe. We don't buy collections and after 6 months we throw them away. From Oprah Winfrey, and it's no matter where you are at your journey, you are exactly where you need to be. Okay. Cyprus, I feel home, but I think I need to stay in Italy to develop.
I'm Farah Shammas. Welcome to Hotel Talk. We hope you enjoy listening to this friendly conversation between people connected by real life in hotels. Welcome back, everyone, to another amazing episode of Hotel Talk. And today I have with me a young gentleman who is Cypriot born and raised. He has been living in Italy and the UK and so many other countries for years, designing and learning the tricks of his trade to finally be inspired into sustainable fashion. And I'm so proud to be in the position to be able to support local artists, creators, and individuals at St Raphael Resort and to share their story here on this platform and podcast. So Michalis, welcome to St Raphael Resort and welcome to being part of our team now, where we are going to be selling your absolutely amazing scarves.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for inviting me here today. I feel so grateful and so excited for this collaboration.
I'm so excited. I'm just so excited with anything like this. When it comes out on YouTube, guys, if you're listening to this, make sure you also watch the YouTube version because we are here wearing these amazing scarves. We weren't 5 minutes ago, neither of us were wearing scarves, but we are now. I'm holding them up so that you guys can see some of the designs. Michalis, let's start at the beginning. Tell us a little bit about you and like growing up, being in Cyprus, and then how you got into design and fashion and why, and then how you ended up making these incredible pieces.
Yes, thank you. Thank you again for inviting me here. I'm 30 years old today.
But still looking 22, I have to say.
Thank you. The truth is that at the beginning, when I finished high school and I finished army, I started studying business. And I did 6 months of business studies in Cyprus. And after I realized that this was not my path, I was feeling more attracted to arts. But at that time, I didn't have the courage to take that step, which is something I discussed today with many people to encourage young people to go more into arts.
And have the confidence and courage, as you said, to go, to follow what they love, whatever it is.
Yes, and to have the support, like at that time, I remember people were telling me, no, go to business, finish business. It's such a good opportunity. You're going to do great. It's a secure job. You're going to make money. I was like, I don't care about this now. I just know I don't belong there. And
you're never going to succeed in something you don't love. That's the honest truth. You can make a lot of money in many fields.
Yes.
But if you don't love it, you're not going to make. And even if you make, you're not going to be happy.
Exactly. Yes. And after that, I take a 2 years break and I got to travel a little bit around in Asia to discover what I really like. And I was feeling attracted to arts, photography, textiles, fashion. And I decided to study fashion textiles. So I did my studies in the UK, in Bristol. In the middle of my studies, I went for exchange program in Hong Kong, which I learned more about the production sides of things and how people in Asia see fashion. And it was such a big difference from the UK, because in the UK, they push you to be creative, to create your own identity. And in Hong Kong, it was more about what skills you can develop in order to be useful in a factory or in a company. It was such a different ways of thinking. And after that, I did my internship with 2 designers in Amsterdam. The first one is Iris van Herben, and the second one is Ronald van der Kemp, which there I learned more about sustainable fashion. Ronald van der Kemp is the first sustainable couture designer who is reusing dead stock.
And so he only makes like one piece of each? Or?
Yes, it's one of a kind. It's only one piece. And it's all 100% by leftover fabrics or vintage or dead stock. He doesn't produce any new fabrics. And the other thing that he does is that he shows wardrobes, not collections, because he suggests that with the years we build our wardrobe. We don't buy collections and after 6 months we throw them away. We build our wardrobe.
Oh my goodness, this is so up my street. I have stuff in my wardrobe from like 1992 that thankfully still fits me. And and I love it. And then you just keep building on that.
Yes, and he also reuse things. For example, he can take a dress from 3 wardrobes 3 years ago and he can turn it into a skirt for the new collection. So there I learned a lot about sustainability, about reusing, about how we can see materials. And it's just, he helps me a lot to don't be afraid to make mistakes, which I think it was the most important lesson I learned there. Like to don't be afraid to try things, new things, to play with color, to play with paints, and just free myself on that.
We just actually mentioned that on another episode that we recorded recently that is probably out by the time this one's released, with our Seni, who's the tiramisu king, let's say, in LA. And he said, never be afraid of failure. And it was so interesting the way he said it. He's like, I love failure because when I fail, I get better at something.
Yes, that's how Ronald works. I remember when I was at Ronald, we make a hand paint butterflies and hand paint flowers that end up at Priyanka Chopra red carpet looks. And I was like, I never painted before. I never thought I'm good at painting before. And he just told me, just do something, have fun, enjoy it, and we're going to make it look good or something.
The inner child, because children aren't afraid.
Yes.
If we reconnect with our young selves.
Exactly. Yeah. And it ended up being at Vogue. It's Priyanka Chopra wear it in the red carpet. And I was like, wow. And I was thinking I'm not good at this. And now look at this now. Like, it's just this thought that we hold ourselves back from things. And you need someone to push you a little bit and say, it's okay, just do it.
Amazing.
It just frees you up.
So that inspired you. So let's talk a little bit about these absolutely stunning scarves. And they're in 2 sizes. One smaller, so more of a neck scarf or a handbag.
50 by 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is, what is it?
This is 50 by 50.
Okay.
And the big one is 19 by 90.
So the smaller one we were just discussing can be like a hair tie on a handbag around your neck like you're wearing now. And the bigger one, shoulder. I loved the idea of the tops.
Yes, as a tops in many ways. Women can wear it as a pareo also.
And we're going to, guys, listen to this. So not the scarf that I'm wearing at the moment, which is full of colour. There's another one that we're actually going to frame because they're just such stunning designs that we're going to use it as wall art and frame it and hang it in our spa. So there's another great idea on how to use scarves. So tell us a little bit about these.
The story about this scarf. The name is Red Forest, the name of this scarf. And 2 years ago, I went with my father on a casual day to throw away some trash. And we went to the Green Point in Nicosia, just behind the Leroy Merlin in Strovolos. And I was shocked by the amount of waste that I saw there. But I was also amazed by the colors and the shapes and the graphics that it was in front of me. I was like, wow, it's such a cool photo. And I started taking photos. And I knew at that time I will do something with these photos. I didn't know what. But I knew it's such a cool thing. I'm going to make something with this. And after a few months, I will start playing around and I make digital patterns. And I end up making scarves on it. And I print them on material that is 100% out of recycled plastic bottles. And it's such a cool, visually...
I mean, it's just stunning.
Yes, like you just see color.
And just to interject, because you just told me before we started this podcast, can you tell everyone the process of how... Because even me, I mean, I touch these and it's just such amazing fabric. It's so soft. You'd never think that it's 100% plastic. Like you'd be like, okay, but there's something else in it. And you've explained the process. Can you explain the process to all the listeners, how it works?
How it works, they collect the recycled plastic bottles they cut it into pieces, in very small pieces. They melt it, they make the yarn, and they make the fabric. And I produce them in the UK, where I study, and I was there to test materials to see how it looks on how the color looks, because the material is good, but if the colors was not good as a print, I will not be able to make it, because you want to have a nice product at the end. Also, you can wash it by hand in a cold water. It gets dry very easy.
It's durable.
It has the qualities of good material.
It's just amazing.
It's very light. It's semi-transparent. You don't feel it heavy on your body.
And I love that you've incorporated such authentic, poignant, memorable, real stories in every single scarf. So each one of them has a message. I know that you've shown me the boxes that they come in, which is also made of 100% recycled paper. But the actual scarves, again, if you're watching this on YouTube, guys, we've got pictures of them here, are just amazing. So tell us a little bit about how you were inspired by all local culture in your own family, because your dad appears on one of the scarves. And not that you'd know, guys. I mean, you have to really look at it because the designs are just stunning. There's the Lefkara lace. There's the pictures of the trash. There's the blue sea of the Mediterranean and Cyprus. So tell us about all of them and how.
Yes, the story with the pomegranates, it's also, everything comes organically. I went with my father to help him picking up pomegranates. And I like the landscape. It was such a beautiful blue sky. The trees were beautiful. My father was so focused on picking up the pomegranates. And I was also amazed of the process of picking up pomegranates, because you have to pick it up one by one. You cannot do it fast. And that's why one of the scarves, you just see the hand holding the pomegranates. And I wanted to show that it's something that you have to do carefully. You have to be careful not to throw it into the box after you have to put it into the box. It's a slow process, and it just takes time. And it also takes time to unpeel the pomegranates, and you appreciate even more the fruit. And it's just the whole process of you do it for you. You don't do it to sell it. You're going to take it. Your grandma is going to peel it. You're going to eat it. I just love the story of pomegranates.
And there's so much as well in history, isn't there?
Yes,
ancient Greek history, Persephone, fertility, Hades. It's to do with the underworld and the seasons, because it was Demetra's daughter that ate 4 seeds. But yeah, I agree. It is a process, and one that we have to appreciate so much. Not just, that we've got food and produce and fruit and we throw it and we don't.
Yes.
Yeah, appreciate. I think if somebody goes through that process of picking their own fruit, peeling it and eating it, they're not going to not care.
Exactly. And also, I think it tastes better. I think it tastes better when you know that it's so much love in the steps. In every step is love. No, your father is picking it up, your grandmother is going to peel it, you're going to eat it. It's just you feel the touch of everyone. And it's the same with cooking, I think, when you...
Absolutely. Yes. I couldn't agree more. I just love them. I think it's brilliant. And I'm really proud that we're going to be able to sell them at our boutique here. So by the time this podcast is out, you can buy them at St Raphael Resort Boutique. I think Nicosia as well is really good and really affordable at 65 and 120 euros.
Yes.
For, the packaging as well and the labor of love that goes into them. So I really hope that everybody listening to this will come by and buy them. They make stunning presents as well, guys. So I'm already a big fan, Michalis, and I'm definitely going to be
here. Thank you.
Oh, me too. I'm just so proud that Cyprus still never ceases to shock me that talent comes out when and where you least expect it, and we get such creativity and such inspirational people like yourself coming.
Thank you. And I want to say that I want to tell you that you are the first person in Cyprus, in the hotel industry, to support me. And I want to say that because it is important to support young artists, and
absolutely.
I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
I'm so up for supporting people like you and people in Cyprus in general, local people who are trying their best and making a difference. And it's not all about profit. It's not all about ego and about ourselves. I support many people. As a company, we do. This is our policy. And it's not about us making money or gaining. It's about the whole of Cyprus. It's about giving back. And it's about, young and old people having new opportunities. Yes. And I think everybody needs that chance. So I really wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And I don't think you need it because they're amazing. And I can't wait to see what else you design. You were saying that you might do tops and kaftans.
Yes, we are working on that.
Yay.
Hopefully in a few months we're going to have kaftans.
Well, we'll be selling them here. We can't wait.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit then more about you. Favorite quote that I ask everyone. What's your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote is from Oprah Winfrey. And it's, no matter where you are at your journey, you are exactly where you need to be. And I remember myself for more than 10 years now, reading this quote every single day. Every single day. Because it was times that I was feeling a bit lost. I was feeling, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how it's gonna,
work out.
I don't know the way or how to make my dreams come true. And by listening to these quotes, by listening to podcasts from Oprah, from Jay Shetty, from reading from Eckhart Tolle and all these mentors, it gives me faith to believe that no matter where I am, is the right
stage, the right step. Yeah. And just to believe in yourself, to know that sometimes we're creating those pieces of the puzzle that don't always slot into place immediately.
Yes.
But every day you learn something, every day you get stronger, every day you get closer to where you need to be. And then suddenly it all just clicks.
Exactly.
And it works.
And I see that now, after my internship with Ronald in Amsterdam, I started working with 2 artists. And it was the year that I was supposed to go back in Bristol to finish my studies, but it was COVID, and I decided to stay in Amsterdam for 1 more year. I was really grateful that I had a job immediately, the next day after my internship finished. I had a job from 2 local artists in Amsterdam, where I learned digital editing, which is what I use today to make my scarves. And at that time, many people were telling me, you say you are into fashion and you're going into art. You don't know what you want. Why do you do this? And I'm like, no, it makes sense. I know it makes sense. I'm going to learn a lot from these people. And it's the right step. I knew it was the right step. But some people, that time, they were telling me, no, you should focus on one thing. But today I see, no, it was the right thing. Because today it comes together. I was working also in a photography studio, where today I use photography. I'm not a photographer, but I use photography as a tool to make my work, my artworks.
Yeah.
So everything comes together at the end.
Absolutely. And just to follow your instincts. I love that. Yes. I love that you've always been brave enough to follow your instincts, because it's not easy. And it's not easy to leave our lovely and beautiful but small little rock here in the Mediterranean, and to travel and to have lived in all the places that you've been to have that courage to do that, to have that determination. So I think you should be really proud of yourself.
Thank you.
And it is all going to work out. And I can't wait to see where you go and what you become.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. Right, last bonus question. Dun, dun, dun. This is from the team. Let's see what...
Did I take 2?
I don't know. Yeah?
No.
Which
okay,
one?
This one.
That one? Okay. So let's see. This one is typed out. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh my God. Okay. Today I will say Roma for
All
now.
Right.
It's my next goal. I want to move to Roma. I live in Italy, but I live in a small town in the south, where I'm working with a company that we make textiles for other brands like Gucci, Prada, Chanel. But I feel I belong in Roma. That's my feeling for now.
Maybe in a past life you were Italian and Roman.
Yes, it was, Italy, it was the first country that I lived, that I felt home. It was, of course...
More than Cyprus?
No, more than Cyprus. After Cyprus.
Okay.
Cyprus, I feel home, but I think I need to stay in Italy to develop my skills and my career.
Yeah.
And I feel it's the right thing for now.
Yeah. So Rome is where you're being called.
So, yes.
Your heart is calling you.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I will go, and if I feel it's not the right place, I can move.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing also the last few years.
Exactly. Having the courage to move and move
to try
on.
things out. And as you said before, there's no failure. You learn from everything.
Absolutely. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes.
Oh, good for you. Mihaly, wishing you every success. If you're listening to this, come and check out these absolutely stunning, sustainable scarves and fashion that are available in our hotel. And we're really proud to support you. So welcome to the team.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it helps us more than you may realize. If you are planning on coming to visit us at St Raphael Resort and Marina, feel free to email our reservations team quoting Hotel Talk and receive an exclusive offer just for you. We look forward to seeing you soon, hearing your feedback about our show, and producing many, many more interesting episodes just for you, our listener, and our valued guest in mind. Thank you so much and take care.